Hi, I'm Novel Mike, and this is my opinion. Well, E3 is literally in just within about 2.5 days now, and oh boy, has a lot of stuff happened in the last couple weeks. There's been so many leaks, delays, and game announcements. I'm really not sure what's left for the event itself. I imagine that there's going to be some pretty big announcements just because the way, Nintendo's catering to their fan base with the Smash tournament and the Best Buy event with Smash Brothers, and they're supposed to have a lot of new stuff. Sony's got, these all these movie theaters they're renting out space just to let people watch the conference for free on a big screen. And Microsoft's had this whole price drop, and they're launching their Xbox One without Connect the same day their press event goes live. So at this point, we're really at. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm personally trying not to get my hopes up because I don't want to be massively disappointed because there have been so many games already announced. Some of the bigger games like Batman and The Order have been delayed until next year. So it's hard to really say what's going to be shown. And even then, what's actually going to come out this year? We really just don't know besides what's already been confirmed. There's quite a few games in October, but it doesn't look like some of the biggest heavy hitters are really going to be this year. I'm hoping we see a lot of new IPs, especially, maybe even some sequels for stuff that we haven't actually had for a long time. But outside of that, it's hard to really know what to expect this year because there's just so much stuff going on. I don't want to, get discouraged about it either because I want to be hyped up and it's E3 and I really think there could be some amazing announcements, especially coming from Nintendo because outside of the rumored Mario Maker thing, there is nothing, being leaked out of their camp. And I'm sure they're going to show the new Zelda. They need to anyway. And I'm really wondering what they're going to do outside of Smash Brothers for this year. Rumors are that Bayonetta and X are supposed to be out this year. Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem is next year. But the thing about Nintendo is a lot of the big games we ended up getting throughout, late last year and early this year, Donkey Kong, Super Mario 3D World, all those were announced at E3 last year. So Nintendo's likely to, announce some games that we'll actually see this holiday season, and that makes me very hopeful for them because the Wii U definitely needs a lot of help. And at the same time, with order pushback for Sony, what is their big holiday game outside of Drive Club? We haven't heard anything. Maybe Project Beast. Maybe that's why they're teasing that so much. Don't know. Microsoft. It seems like they're largely banking on Sunset Overdrive and Halo, but that's two different kinds of shooters, and I'm not sure that we're really going to get that. We still don't know for sure that we're getting a Halo collection, and it just seems really likely. And I just don't know where to be at for this. It's normally when I go into an E3 and I'm getting ready to watch these press conferences, either everything's been leaked and I'm already prepared for disappointment, which I have been not last year but the last couple years before that, or everything's been really well kept secret like it was last year, and then just surprise after surprise after surprise announcements, holy crap, cool stuff, Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, stuff like that. And this year it's so different because there's so much buildup compared to most of the last couple of years, and at the same time, there's so many announcements already. And half of me wants to think that these announcements are because there's going to be such crazy games announced at the press conferences that they don't want to get overshadowed by them then, and that's why they're revealing them now. And another part of me wants to say, they're trying to just get out there while they can because they know there isn't going to be big things at E3. It's really hard to get excited for it. I've been watching game trailers, a lot of their coverage, and they just did a live stream, and they're all pumped for it. And I don't want to get that pumped up for it because I'm terrified I'm just going to be massively disappointed. And I hate being disappointed. I want to be positive. I want to be excited. And am getting really excited. I mean, it's 2.5 days away, and we're going to find out a lot of stuff soon. Unfortunately, we just have to wait, and that's probably the worst part, having to wait. But it's almost here. 2.5 days, and I'm excited. I think I'm just going to end with two games from each of the big three that I want to see. Nintendo, I got to see Zelda. You got to show it for sure. And I really, really want a new 3D Mario game that is not 3D World. I want Super Mario Galaxy 3 or something else, big single player, big 3D Mario game. However you guys do it, you guys work magic, do it. I already said Microsoft wins in one of my previous videos, but Banjo-Kazooie 3 and Lost Odyssey 2 or something else by Mistwalker, because that would get me to buy an Xbox One. Absolutely. I will buy one the day Sunset Overdrive comes out if I know those will be out within a year from then. Sony, honestly, like they're the one I don't really know what I want from. They had Infamous, that was great. I really enjoyed that. I'm not a God of War fan. Little Big Planet is fun, but never been my thing. I'm not really sure what I want. I really would like to see them to return and do like a new RPG from one of their internal studios. I loved Legend Dragoon back in the day, and I know a lot of people consider it a cult classic now, and that game was fantastic. It still has one of the best battle systems, so maybe something like HD remake, sequel to that, something like that. Outside of that, I think I really want them to do something, not Knack, but another game like cartoonish like that, but not a beat 'em up, a platformer. In fact, speaking of which, if you do another Knack game, just have it be a platformer, not a beat 'em up. I don't think it would have been anywhere near as badly thought of if it had been closer to something like Mario than just the standard kind of beat 'em up kind of game, or like a kid's version of God of War like it kind of was. Just without a lot of fun. And honestly, like, even though PS4 I was so hyped for last year, with, it's been confirmed that we're not going to see much of anything from Final Fantasy 15 or Kingdom Hearts 3, I don't really know what to expect from Sony's camp at this point that I personally am going to be excited about. But we'll see. Only a couple days away. But I'm Novel Mike. That was my opinion. That's all I got to say for the moment. I'll be doing coverage through the rest of next week, all about the different press conferences for not just the big three, but any other big press conferences from Ubisoft and EA, as well as probably some reactionary videos about specific games, that kind of thing, and just giving my opinion and boosting my channel. If you like what I had to say, like and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what I can do to improve this, because I am new at YouTube. I don't know entirely what I'm doing yet. I'm just, trying to improve as I go. If you like what I had to say, please, again, like and subscribe. I'm new, so, the more people that see this, the more comments I get, and the better I can make this be. Thanks.